All right, let's talk about trading. I mean, you see it everywhere on social media, right? It's always promising this incredible path to financial freedom. But is it really about making money, or is it more about learning a lesson, the expensive way? Let's break it all down.
You know exactly the posts I'm talking about. The fancy cars, the stacks of cash, the whole promise that you can get rich like overnight, all from an app on your phone. It's a really powerful fantasy, and honestly, it's designed to pull you right in.
And look, if you're feeling that temptation, you're definitely not alone. But behind all that hype, there's this one crucial piece of the puzzle that almost everyone misses. And missing it? Well, that's what separates a smart financial move from a really expensive mistake.
So let's just get straight to the heart of it. There is a razor-thin line between trading and just plain old gambling. And understanding which side of that line you're actually on, that's everything.
Okay, let's be blunt here. When you jump into the markets with zero strategy, no real understanding of the risks, you're not trading, you're gambling. And we all know the house almost always wins.
This really just boils it down to two completely different mindsets. On one side, you've got a calculated, professional approach. It's built on research, there's a clear plan, and on the other side, it's pure emotion and guesswork. One is a business, the other is basically a trip to the casino.
But to really get a handle on trading, you have to stop looking at it by itself. Let's zoom out for a second. Trading is just one tiny part of your entire financial world. So where does it actually fit in?
I want you to picture your finances like a tree. It's a simple idea, but it's powerful. From the deepest roots to the highest branches, every single part has a job to do, and the health of the whole tree depends on each part being strong and stable.
So how does this tree even grow? Well, it all starts with the roots. That's your savings, your emergency fund. That is the foundation. Then you have the trunk, which is your long-term investments, the solid core of your wealth. And the branches, those are all the different tools you might use. Now, where's trading in all this? It's way, way out on the end of a high, thin branch. It's a high-risk thing, not the foundation of your tree at all. Think about it like this. You wouldn't build a big, heavy treehouse on a flimsy little branch, would you? No way. It's the same idea here. Your financial tree needs strong roots and a solid trunk long before it can ever hope to support something as risky as trading.
Okay, so we know savings are the roots, but this is actually where a lot of people fall into a super common trap. They think that just piling up cash in a savings account is going to be enough to secure their future. Spoiler alert, it's not.
And that's a fair question, right? I mean, you've done the hard work, you've saved up the money, your foundation should be solid. But there's a silent enemy that's working against your savings every single day.
That enemy is inflation. So your $1,000 today, well, next year, it might only buy you what $970 buys you today. It's a silent wealth killer because the number in your bank account doesn't actually change, but what that number can buy for you is constantly shrinking.
The best way to think of it is like a slow leak in your car's tire. You might not even notice it from one day to the next, but over time, you'll look down and realize you're running flat. That is exactly what inflation does to your savings. It just slowly deflates their value.
So how do you fix that leak and start building some real momentum? Well, that brings us right back to the trunk of our financial tree, investing for growth. This is how you switch from playing defense with your money to playing offense.
See, investing isn't just about protecting what you have. It's about putting that money to work, so it actually grows for you. The whole goal is to have your money grow at a rate that beats inflation, so your buying power is actually increasing over time.
So here's the fundamental difference, right? Savings are for security. Think of them as your shield. But they have really low returns that inflation often just eats for lunch. Investing, on the other hand, is for growth. Yeah, it has more risk, but it's also the engine that builds real long-term wealth.
This is the huge mindset shift you have to make. It's not about jumping on some get-rich-quick rocket ship that's probably going to blow up anyway. It's about patiently growing a strong financial tree that's going to be there for you for years and years to come.
So, after all of this, the hype, the risk, the financial tree, it all really comes down to one thing. The single most important step that you need to take before you do anything else.
And it's not the money you have in your bank account. It's not some hot stock tip from a friend. So what is it? What's the single most valuable asset you have on this entire journey?
It's your knowledge, because understanding these principles is the real investment.
Before you ever think about trading a single dollar, the first, and believe me, the most profitable investment you could ever make is in yourself. Thanks for joining this explainer.